Welcome to this tutorial video about writing Excel macros with ChatGPT. A note before we get started. Anything we cover today may change tomorrow, or it might have changed right before today. We need to be flexible and adapt. This tutorial uses GPT 4.0. It can also be done with GPT 3.5. Microsoft Excel 365 for Windows was used to create this tutorial. Excel for Mac also works for the steps in this tutorial. Excel for the web does not work for the tutorial, so you do need to use the desktop app version of Excel. The file needed for this tutorial is named macros.xlsx. You can download it from http://tiny.cc/ai-files. When you open the Excel file called macros, you will see 3 worksheets. We will be using these files for this tutorial. ChatGPT can help you with macros. ChatGPT can write VBA code. VBA stands for Visual Basic for Applications. It's the programming language Excel uses to create macros. By describing the process you want to automate in Excel, ChatGPT will create a script that you can copy and paste into the VBA editor. If you are using a Mac, that is important information to share with ChatGPT in your prompts. Be sure to tell ChatGPT that you are using Excel for Mac. The instructions for Macs might be different from what I'm presenting here. Let's ask ChatGPT to create a macro that will sort the worksheets in a workbook alphabetically. This workbook has 3 worksheets in this order: Visuals GPT, Macros, and Formulas GPT. Start a new chat, and in the ChatGPT message box, type Create a macro for Excel that will sort the worksheets in a workbook alphabetically. Here is the response from ChatGPT. Let's go through step by step and see how it works. Our first step is to open the Excel workbook where we want to sort the worksheets. The second step is to access the VBA editor by pressing Alt 11 on the keyboard. The Mac shortcut is press Fn plus Option plus F11. Next, we are instructed to right-click on any of the workbook names in the project window and click Insert and then click Module. ChatGPT is a little off here because the list of names in the project window are worksheets and not workbooks, but this still works. Next, we need to copy and paste the VBA code given by ChatGPT. Click Copy Code in the chat. Now, click in the newly created module window and press Ctrl-V, Command-V to paste the code. Now we have instructions for running the macro. First, we close the VBA editor. Back in the workbook, press Alt plus F8. On a Mac, press Fn plus Option plus F8. In the macro dialog box, select the Sort Worksheets Alphabetically macro and then click Run. Now the worksheets are sorted alphabetically. ChatGPT gives some further information about how to save your workbook in a macro-enabled format, as well as a tip to create a backup of your file before running a new macro. You may get a macro from ChatGPT that does not work. If you do, simply copy and paste the Excel error message back into the chat, and ChatGPT will rewrite the code to try again. It is also sometimes helpful to ask ChatGPT to write VBA code with notes embedded into the code to explain what each section is doing. Here are a few ideas to get you started for Excel macros that ChatGPT could help with. Automatically refresh all pivot tables in a workbook upon opening. Unhide all worksheets. Protect all worksheets. Unhide all columns and rows. Save each worksheet in a workbook as a separate PDF. Convert all formulas into values. Okay, that's it. We are done. This video was created and narrated by Dr. Wendy Tietz. Have a great day.